Hello. Hi, everybody. It is Saturday, March 8th, and I am coming to you from the beautiful state of Michigan. And I'm here to tell you all about the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. I'm going to make today with you a recipe for muffins. It's pumpkin pear dulse muffins. So that means that the sea vegetable dulse is going to be in the muffins because my new cookbook is called Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables. And my new cookbook is in the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. Hold on a second. Sorry. I'm sharing the feed. There we go. All right, sorry about that. So when I go live, I'm the only person here. So when I go live, I always go to Facebook and I share the feed for the live video to my business page and other places. And I also go and check to make sure that the feed is playing correctly, that there is no issues. So whenever you join me live, the first few minutes, I may be trying to make sure that everything's okay. But thank you so much for joining me. So, yeah, in case you haven't heard, all my videos and all my posts all week have been all about the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. And today I'm going to make these muffins with you. We're going to put them in the oven to bake. And then I'm going to actually show you more about the vegan bundle and what's in it because it's a tremendous deal. It's over $5,500 worth of merchandise for only $49. But you have to buy it before March 10th. Today is the 8th, which means you have today, tomorrow the 9th, and you have Monday the 10th. And then this bundle is going to be gone. All right, so I'm going to make this recipe with you today. Pumpkin pear dulce muffins with jam in the middle. I know that's a mouthful, but that's what the pumpkins are. So the muffins are gluten-free also. I'm going to use some oat flour for anybody who's gluten-free. Hey, if you're tuned in, oh, that's the oven coming to temperature for our muffins. If you're tuned in, watching me, go ahead and leave a comment, say hello. Let me know where you're tuned in from. And so you can ask questions, we can chat. That's the whole purpose of going live, is for us to interact and chat. But for right now, let's make these muffins together. And then you'll have the recipe. You'll be able to make them. And then they got to go in the oven and bake, right? So first we're going to do the wet ingredients. So I always use my food processor. And I have 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal. Flaxseed meal is going in the food processor, along with 3/4 cup of water. So I always put the flaxseed meal in the water in the food processor first, and then I puree it up, and it becomes frothy because this is an egg replacer, an egg substitute, flaxseed meal and water. All right, that's it. Now, I like to push the sides down. Let me move this over here a little bit because sometimes it gets, stuff stuck on it. So you got to push that down. All right. Now, we're going to put some delicious sweetness in these muffins in the form of 1 pear that I already cut up, and I cut the core out of it. And I got a beautiful organic pear. So I went ahead and left the skin on. Most of your vitamins and nutrients are located right underneath the skin. So please buy organic whenever possible, especially fruit. Very, very important. We don't want chemicals and pesticides in our body anyways, but fruit in particular takes on a bitter taste if you don't get the organic one. So just whenever possible, I always like to tell you to try and get organic. So I put the pears in there. Now I'm going to put the lid back on the food processor. We're going to chop up those pears. the pears in the muffin, actually, we want them in the food processor so that they will be pureed eventually, like an applesauce, only instead of apple, it's pears. Now, I did want to mention that you could use an apple instead of a pear. I'm sorry, but my favorite is pear. I adore pears, so I use pears more than apples, but you could use an apple, either one. And all right, so the next thing we have is 1 cup of beautiful pumpkin puree. I adore pumpkin, whether it's in the fall time where I can, bake my own pumpkins, or I get organic canned pumpkin. It just gives it another layer of sweetness. Yes, pumpkin is sweet. Not as sweet as the pear, because the pear is a fruit, but it gives it some sweetness. But it also gives your muffins a nice moisture content with the pumpkin so that your muffins are not dry. That's another reason why we put the pumpkin in there. And then we're going to use a natural sweetener, okay? We're not going to use white refined sugar because we don't want to wreak havoc with every organ in our body. So we don't use white refined sugar. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of brown rice syrup made from whole organic brown rice. This is my favorite sweetener because it will never spike your blood sugar level. And then I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, my second favorite sweetener. So maple syrup is sweeter than brown rice syrup, but it still has some vitamins and minerals in it. It's not refined and processed the way other sugars are. So I use a little bit of maple syrup too. So we're going to put that in there too. We're putting the liquid ingredients into the food processor. And then we're going to puree this up. Now here's a trick here's your cooking tip that I always tell all my students. You put a lid on like so, take your rag and put your rag over the food processor. So as it's pureeing, if any juices come up and they might spray all over the place, the rag will catch them and it won't be as messy. So here we go. And we'll push them down a little bit. Now remember, I want to puree that pear so that it's liquefied. That's why I'm letting this go for a while. Looks pretty good. I'm just going to scrape down the sides, and then we're going to mix everything together. Yes, I'm actually cooking here. So you'll see me move dishes. You'll see me wipe the counter so everything stays clean. We're actually cooking here. All right. Get yourself a nice big mixing bowl. We have 4 cups of some organic oat flour. And so this is my favorite gluten-free flour. I use this often when I'm making cakes and muffins and cookies. So we have 4 cups that's going into the bowl, just like so. And we have some non-aluminum baking powder, 2 teaspoons, non-aluminum baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And I have 1 teaspoon of dried ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. That's going in there. And then the sea vegetable. 1 tablespoon of dulse flakes. So we're putting the sea vegetable in there for all the nutritional value, minerals, trace minerals, calcium, iron. So you're going to eat these delicious muffins. You're going to love them because their flavor is just amazing. Most people aren't even going to know there's dulse flakes in there. So that's one of my favorite things to do when creating recipes with sea vegetable is to put them in desserts or something like this muffin recipe. You're getting all the health benefits. I'm not even going to know what's in there. Okay, so I just loosely mixed in all of the dry ingredients, and here's all the wet ingredients. We're going to mix the two together. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to type them into the chat as I'm making these muffins. Hopefully you'll get a chance to make these muffins yourself, and you'll get the recipe when you buy the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle, right? Okay, you're going to pour the liquid into the dry. Here we go. Pour it all at once. Don't pour it a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. That will create cement for you, and we don't want cement. I want to just, by the way, this smells amazing. That smell of pumpkin and cinnamon. I haven't even started mixing it yet, and I can already smell how wonderful this is. Okay, put all that in there like so. And then we mix it together. Can you use sweet potato instead of pumpkin puree? Nene says, well, thank you so much, Nene, for watching. And absolutely, you could use sweet potato instead of pumpkin. You would want to have sweet potato puree, like the pumpkin is pureed in here. So you could bake the sweet potato in the oven, or you could steam it. And then after it's steaming, just mash it up so that you can measure 1 cup. So it'd be 1 cup. Yeah, you could use sweet potato, absolutely. Either one. Thanks for the question. You're going to mix this all together, and you're creating delicious muffins. And we have sugar-free, gluten-free, healthy, good for you. These muffins are great for breakfast, but they're also great to take with you. I'm always an advocate for like going outside, whether it's hiking or whatever you're going to do. You can take these muffins with you. They travel very well, give you lots of energy. Wonderful. All right. There is the beautiful dough. It's like it's a thick cake batter. It's not as thick as a cookie batter, but it's not like a cake batter. It's a little thicker, okay? Because we are making muffins with it. And I'm going to put some jam in the middle of the muffin to make it extra sweet. And then there's like a layer of sweetness in the middle of the muffin. Now, you could use your favorite jam. I make jam myself from scratch, all different flavors and variety. I went with a cranberry jam because pumpkin and cranberry, most people think of for, the holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving, and it's beautiful at that time. But it's a great flavor profile together, cranberry and blueberries. So you might as well just do that. I have this cute little muffin tray. It's in the shape of hearts. You see that? You can make muffins in it. Now, my mom gave me this for Valentine's Day. Isn't that cute? And tomorrow, March 9th, is my mom's birthday. And we are getting together and we are celebrating her birthday. So I'm going to give her some heart-shaped muffins. So I thought it would be fun for us to make these heart-shaped muffins together. Now you're going to have to get some, what I do is I get a bowl with some water in it. And I do that so that my scoop won't, what's the word I'm looking for? The batter won't stick to the scoop. Now, I also have regular muffin pans, okay? And with the regular muffin pans, I would just use a scoop. And I would put the muffin scoop in there, like so, see? But we are going to make them with jelly in the middle. So instead of using my big muffin scoop, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a smaller size scoop, and I'm going to put 2 scoops of muffin in the pan like so. I'm going to do the round one first because the round one's easier to do. Those heart-shaped ones, it's going to be a little challenging. We're going to have to work with it and figure out what to do. But I'll get to, we're going to put the jam in the middle, right? So this is just a technique. If you didn't want to put the jam in the middle, you could just make round muffins and just have them like that. But the jam in the middle really adds to it. I would also suggest like a raspberry jam would taste really good in the middle of this. Blueberry jam. Blueberry is my favorite. All right. So what we have here is we have the dough in there. Let me set this aside. Now I'm going to take, I could take a spoon or I could take my fingers, but you want to push that dough down and make like a hollow hole in the middle where we're going to put the jam. So we push that down like so. Okay. Now I'm going to use my fingers. They're nice and clean, but I want to make like a hollow little bowl in the middle, and my fingers are probably going to be the best way to do that. Like so. I'm making a hollow place in the middle. Okay. Now I'm going to take my cranberry jam and I'm going to put some in there. You have to be careful not to put too much. There's probably about a tablespoon worth of jam in there. In fact, let me get a tablespoon and I'll see here. Yeah, about a tablespoon. So if you want an exact measurement, it's about a tablespoon of jam we're putting in the middle, like so. Okay. Some of those first ones I did don't have as much before I started measuring a tablespoon, right? So put a little more in there. Okay. So that's our jam in the middle of the muffin. Now we get the dough back here. And let's put a scoop of the muffin dough on top, because you have to have something on top that encloses the jam in the middle, right? I remember my mom making muffins when I was a kid. I believe they were pumpkin muffins, which is probably where I got this idea from. And she had jam in the middle of her muffins, and I always thought it was delicious. Now, see how we got the jam in the middle, but I want to just I'm going to mold it a little more with my wet fingers because I want the dough to completely cover the jam. Okay, so I'm just pushing down the edges. You just work with it. And you notice how I'm very gently working with the dough. You don't have to do a lot because the oven's actually going to bake it and they're going to expand and kind of get larger. So there are 6 round regular size muffins. Now I have the oven on 350 degrees right now. It's waiting for us. All right, let's do these fancy heart ones and see how they come out. Again, this is the first time I'm using this fancy heart pan. This will be an experiment for all of us as we're watching this video. Okay, here we go. The muffins should be able to be the same size. So let's start with our muffin scoop. And we're going to scoop 2 scoops into the little heart. Let's do 1 first and see how it goes. So get your fingers wet. I'm going to push it into the heart shape. Okay. We might be able to put a little more dough. These muffins might actually be bigger. How about that? All right, let's take 2 scoops into each one and see how it goes. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button, whether you're watching it live or you're watching the recording. And give us a comment, say hello, let me know where you're tuned in from. That would be great. We're making these pumpkin pear muffins with jam in the middle. This is a recipe out of my new cookbook, Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables. And that cookbook is in the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. All right. So now let's take our fingers, our clean fingers. We're going to push the dough into the heart shape down at the bottom. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm wondering if I should put more dough in here. Although I don't want super big muffins. I don't know about you, but I don't like super big muffins. Do you guys like super big muffins? They're too inflated. They're too big. I like the mini muffins too. If there's any dough left, I'm going to make some mini muffins too. All right, I'm putting an indentation in the middle where we can put the jam. I don't think I'm going to put any more dough on them. I think I'm going to leave them like this, even though it's only halfway up. Do you see it's halfway up? Mm-hmm. Do you guys like fancy, cute little stuff like this, like heart-shaped muffin dishes? What do you think? I don't know. I think it's cool when you got like fancy things like this. I remember making Christmas cookies with my mom, and we had all these really cool Christmas cookies in the shape of different things, and we would decorate them. That's pretty cool. I have all those cookie cutters from when I was a kid too. I've made healthy, organic, vegan, whole food cookies with cookie cutters, although it's challenging to try and find something to decorate them with, because I don't want to use white refined sugar, like sugar sprinkles or something, even though those are pretty and colorful and everything. Try and stay away from, sugar if at all possible. So yeah, let's fit the jam into the middle of these heart-shaped muffins. Actually, I think the most challenging thing is after the muffins are baked, are they going to come out of the pan without sticking to it? They should, not a problem, but you never know. It's always sometimes a challenge when that happens. And it always seems like that happens when you're making a recipe for a special get-together or a special occasion, right? Okay, now we need to put some dough on the top to cover the jam, like so. Oh, I think these are going to turn out so pretty. These little heart-shaped muffins. Yeah, I think we're going to be golden with these. These are going to be awesome. Okay, so here we are making these muffins. All right, so again, I have all the dough on top. Now I need to, oh, hi, Patty. How you doing, Patty? My dear friend Patty just turned in. Patty, we're making muffins in my heart-shaped muffin tray here that my mom gave me, and her birthday is tomorrow. So I'm going to give her some of these heart-shaped muffins. And so we put jam in the middle of the muffin dough, and now I'm putting more dough on top so that when they bake in the oven, the jam will be in the middle. And I'm using a cranberry jam, so pumpkin pear muffins with cranberry jam in the middle. Very, very flavorful. And the muffins also have dulse flakes in them, sea vegetable. What can I tell you about dulse flakes? So dulse flakes are medicinally, they're the sea vegetable that's really good for your adrenal glands and your kidneys. So if you have adrenal issues, if you're tired all the time or anything like that, dulse flakes would be a good sea vegetable for you to start incorporating into your diet. Yeah, dulse. And the dulse flakes are really easy for you to do that. You can put them in the muffins like this. You can shake them on your food. All right, how's that? Look at that. Heart-shaped muffins, okay? Patty says cool, and she says aw. All right. Now we have a little bit of dough left. Look, we got some dough left. All right. So I'm gonna come bring this all together. Now I can either make some mini muffins, some small muffins, or I could probably make two muffins. I don't know. If I make the little mini ones, I usually don't put jam in the middle. And I like to put jam in the middle. So sometimes what I do is I take these cute little ceramic, because I've used up all my muffin pans, right? And I can just make a muffin in here. Even though it's not a muffin tin, it still will make the muffin for me. Let's make a big one. Let's make a big one. Here we go. I'm gonna make this one even bigger. This is gonna be like a little mini cake. And again, take your fingers and put an indentation in the middle so you can put the jam in the middle. All right. I'm gonna put some cranberry jam in the middle. And then we're gonna put some more of this muffin dough on top. This is gonna be like our big muffin. This will be my taste tester. I always have to taste test one of them, right? All right, here we go. See? That one's a little bigger. Now I have a little bit of dough left. I'm going to go ahead and just bake that little bit of dough in another one of these ceramic bowls. And I'm not going to put jam in this one. I'm just going to put what's left of the dough in here. Again, those will be mine. Those will be my taste testers. I'll be able to taste those. But I don't know, maybe I could put jam in this one too. Let's see. This is an experiment. We're cooking live together, so we're kind of going with the flow. It's not very much dough here, but I'm going to make a round circle in the middle. I'll go ahead and put a little bit of jam in there. Yeah, so put a little bit of jam in there. And then you need dough on top. You need to kind of seal it in. All right, there we go. I made a cute little one. All right. All right, I'm going to put these in the oven. They're going to bake in the oven. Yum. It's going to smell amazing in my house. See, I made a cute little one right there. All right, here we go. Putting them in the oven. Here we go. In the oven. The oven is 350 degrees. Okay, 350 degrees. And the recipe says that we cook them for 25 minutes. So I'm going to set the clock for 25 minutes. Here we go, 25 minutes. All right. I ended up not using the small muffin pan, right? I ended up using the other ones, okay? Just move some of this aside. All right, so the muffins are in the oven and they're baking now. Now I can tell you a little bit more about the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. This bundle, like I said, my new cookbook's in it, Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables. But it has over 81 contributions, and those contributions are from other people such as myself in the vegan whole foods world. There are things in the bundle like other cookbooks, there's exercise programs, there's lecture series, there's all kinds of wonderful stuff. But why don't I show you what the bundle looks like? I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you what the bundle looks like. Now, all you have to do is click on the link in the description of this video or go to my website, macroval.com, and it's right on the homepage. When you click on that link, it'll take you to this website, and you have the option of buying it now. You only have 2 days and 10 hours left, And then you scroll down here, and this is a good website because it says, here's some questions. Wow, do I really get 83 ebooks, presentation, and video course classes totaling almost $5,600 for only $49? Yes, this is a once a year limit, lifetime. And this bundle is different than the bundle last year. It's different than the bundle 2 years ago. These are all new products. Okay. So a lot of people, it's hard to comprehend $5,597 worth of merchandise for only $49. But we put this collection together because we want to get to know you. We want to share our healthy recipes. We want to share what we're doing with you. And so we put this bundle together. What's the best way to use the content in this bundle? The best way is to download all of the items. So once you purchase the bundle, you're going to get all of these items in a download. Now, I put all of them on a flash drive, so I save them all on a flash drive. So I could do that. You could do it on your hard drive on your computer or various other places. You could do it there. So let's see. How much space all the downloads use. I'm not going to click on that. You can find out there. What happens if I don't get my download link in the email? Well, then you check your spam folder, but then here's who you would contact, this website right here, and they're going to give you help and assistance. Who is this bundle for, and why is it different than any of the other bundles? This bundle is for everybody. Whether you're looking for vegan, whole food, plant-based recipes, it's for you. If you are just getting started, this is a great source of information with lectures and books and videos. If you're on the fence and you don't know whether or not this is the way to go, there's some really inspirational stories in here, like Janet, who travels on her bicycle. The endurance that woman has is just amazing. So this bundle is kind of for everybody, really. When does the bundle end, and what is the refund policy? So it ends March 10th, but technically it ends in Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, is actually 3 a.m. March 11th. So if you live in Michigan, you actually have till 3 a.m. March 11th, but we're all saying that it's going to end March 10th because this is Pacific Standard Time. Oh, and then there's also the time change. Whoops. I don't know what's going to happen with the time change. We're supposed to change our clocks back today, so got to look into that time change. Return policy. Due to the digital nature of the product, there will be no refunds issued unless you accidentally purchase the bundle twice by clicking on the link twice. So that could happen. Here are all the incredible things that you're going to get in the bundle. It's so overwhelming. It's really something. So you're going to get this bundle cookbook. This is a cookbook that will never be available again. It's only available now through the bundle because all of the people that contributed to the bundle put in recipes in the cookbook. And we were given a 3-recipe challenge. I have 2 dessert recipes in there. And the challenge was that the recipes had to include sweet potato, rolled oats, and a fruit. So I submitted a cranberry fig sweet potato bread, one of my favorites. I love fig. And the other one is a pie. It's pear sweet potato pie. So that's the dessert section. Now the savory section, their challenge was to use sweet potato, peppers. I can't remember the third one because I didn't take advantage of the I didn't do a savory, I did a sweet. But the recipe, kale, sweet potato, and bell pepper. So all the recipes in there, all the savory ones have that. And Patty says yummy. So there's affirmation and meditation challenge by Melissa Maris. Melissa is one of our chiefs. She puts together the bundle, and she helps coordinate it and everything. She's an amazing woman, and she's got affirmations and meditations. This is awesome. Here's a lecture series from Chef AJ and other top professionals here. Excuse me, I sneezed. Live Your Best Life Conference 2024. 6 hours of video. And this one lecture series is worth $97, and you're paying $49 for the whole bundle. This is the dedication to Dr. John McDougall. It's like 15 of his over 18 hours. It's about, I think there's 15 lectures in there. That's wonderful. And now here's another contribution from Chef AJ. She's also one of the chiefs in our bundle. I say chiefs like she's head of the tribe, okay? Making meals from Walmart. Make 8 recipes using ingredients that you can find at Walmart or any grocery store. Here's Make It Raw, and with is Chef AJ and Melissa. So Chef AJ does cooked and Melissa does raw. Same recipe, 2 different versions. That's pretty cool. Vegan Mexican. Many people like the Mexican flair. This is Yin Yoga. Deep breathing, calming exercise. This is Angelica. She's a sweetheart. I like her yoga. Korean barbecue with Chef Yin. Very sweet lady. We did a live together. I'm not going to highlight all of them, just a few of them. This one here, if you buy the bundle, click on this. Weight Management, Family Health, and Coloring Book. Click on it. It is so interesting and unique. It's just a really cool. It's an ABC's coloring book. So this is a great way to teach your family or kids or whatever about healthy whole foods. It's really something. Beginner's Whole Food Plant-Based Pantry Guide by Ellen Erard. I also did an interview with her. Very nice lady. And that's to set up your pantry. Lots of wonderful ideas for your pantry. And so in case you just tuned in, I'm going through all the things that are in the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle, which is only available until March 10th. And the pumpkin pear dulce muffins with jam in the middle is already in the oven baking. Okay, so if you missed the beginning of the video, once I'm done with the live, this will be on my YouTube channel like forever. So you'll be able to pull it up. You'll be able to see me make the muffins. Plant-based pizza with Kathy Hester. Many people are excited about the pizza recipes. We have smoothies. Now, cream cheese and crackers, chips and dips. I looked at this cookbook, and some of these dips are amazing. I haven't got the opportunity to try them yet. And this is Bill DeCramer. And so I talked with his wife, Connie DeCramer, and he's got his cookbook in the bundle. And so more plants, less processed, 40 whole food plant-based recipes, more recipes. Here's a burger recipe book, summer meals. We've got, here's me, look, healing with foods. So like I said, this is poultices, healing teas, natural remedies, special recipes. And so it's 3 video series, and it's also all of the information packet you get. Plant-based weight loss for women in menopause. Here's Nice Cream. So that's Nice Cream ice cream if you want some frozen dessert. Here's another burger book by Melissa. Your Emotional Belly Cure for people who have belly issues. Here's Dr. Joel Furman. It's a detox program. And Chef Julia Dunaway, she's a sweetheart. And she has a 21-day challenge, which is meal planning. Here's a cheese lovers cookbook for all those people who want vegan cheese recipes. Sid Nodder, she's a friend of mine. This is a video series of how to read labels in stores. I'm telling you, it's challenging. There's so much on those labels that's so deceptive, and people really don't understand what's on the labels. And this is a really good information that Sid shares about reading the labels. And here's Chef Julia Dunaway. She has a cookies cookbook. Her cookies look amazing. Cookies are my favorite dessert, by the way. And so there's another one. Beat stress eating. Who doesn't have stress eating, right? Raw vegan lunch boxes. So there's both raw recipes and there's cooked recipes in here. So that would be wonderful. Mindfulness in Motion. This is Ella Maggers, another yoga course, and I've already done a couple of hers. Look at her body; it's amazing. So this yoga is intense. Angelica's yoga is very calming and yin and deep breathing, and then this one is for when you want an exercise like a workout, but it's still yoga. So it's not like running 20 miles or something. And I do like a modified version of the yoga in Ella's course here. But what's really great is that I'll have Ella's videos and her yoga workout because I downloaded them on a flash drive, which you can too when you purchase the bundle. And I can pull up her exercise yoga videos and do them on a regular basis. So I'm looking forward to that. Sweet Savory Summer. So Esbeth, she has wonderful recipes. I didn't get to talk to her for this bundle, but I did for a previous bundle. This is the woman you want to check out. Plant-Powered Traveling, Janet Aspect Ricky. Travel with ease, choosing healthy options. Look at this picture of her riding her bike with the mountains in the background. I'm telling you, if you want to be inspired, listen to this woman's journey. Now, on my YouTube channel, I interviewed Janet. Go watch that video. I'm telling you, it's so inspiring. You're going to love it. We have 100 affirmations for healthy living. So that's very nice. And here's Jennifer Diamond. She's one of my favorite things in the bundle too. Her cookbook is Give Plants a Chance. And she tells the amazing journey of healing through food at the beginning of her cookbook. And she has some recipes in there. Did I tell you the recipes that she had? I don't think I have yet. I made 2 of her recipes. This is her black bean mash, although I've eaten most of it, so there isn't much of it left. Can you see it? Yeah. It's I substituted and put sweet potatoes in it. And then I made her tart onion sauce. I love onions. This is really good too. So those are out of Jennifer Diamond's cookbook out of there. So I have been making some of the recipes. Here is a masterclass 5 video series, and Jennifer is in this too. Information about lifestyle coaching, meal planning with Melissa, recipes for recovery. This is a good one. So these are recipes if for whatever reason you had to go to the hospital. And once you get out, here are some healing recipes for you. So I thought that was a great idea. Italian flair. And then we have health boosters. A Very Happy Weekend with Rachel Brown. She's a sweetheart too. Here's a book, 5 Ways to Lower Blood Pressure. This is the blood pressure book I was telling you about. Great information about your blood pressure and how food affects it. That's very nice. Quick and Easy Plant-Based Powered Pack. Family First Meals, 32 delicious recipes for your family. Here is Lori Laundrie. I just got off doing a live with her earlier today. Recipes for better intimacy. So I made her lentil soup that features fresh grated turmeric in it, because you know how much I love turmeric. Very delicious soup in Lori's book. And here is The Magic of You, Connie DeKramer. This is the 8 video series that's a spiritual series, and it looks at loving who you are, loving you, and rediscovering the magic that you are. I really enjoyed Connie's videos. She's one of my favorite things in the bundle also so far. A practical guide to cholesterol management. That looks very good. So I have not been able to get to everything in the bundle. There's just so much in the bundle, right? But, I download it. I'll have it forever. Here is Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetable, my new cookbook. Vegan pop-up workshop. Here's another thing from LA Maggers, Emergency Cravings Kit. And we have healthy, optimized travel guide. So this will help you traveling. It has special $100 coupon off your next vegan safari. These are all the things. So you have 2 days, 10 hours, and 30 minutes. Buy now. When you click on the buy now button, then it's prompt you and you get to buy the bundle. And then you get sent an email that has all the downloads on it. And you can download, I would recommend that you download everything so that you have everything forever. And that way you will be able to look at it years from now, because there's just so much in the bundle. There's so much in the bundle. I apologize for that. My phone is ringing. You probably hear that background noise. Yeah, so that's the bundle. I know we keep talking about it. Everybody who's in the bundle, we keep going on and on about it, but you don't realize you only have until March 10th to get the bundle. Now, the link to purchase the bundle is in the description of the video here. You can also go to my website, macroval.com. It's right on the homepage, okay? So make sure you get it before March 10th. That's when you want to get it. After March 11th, and you contact me and say, wow, Val, this bundle looks great, I'll be like, I'm sorry, can't get it. Now, I must say, I go live on Facebook and YouTube, and I've been doing recipes out of my new sea vegetable cookbook too. So on my YouTube channel, check out those videos. And I've also been interviewing other people that are in the bundle. So check out those interviews. You want to meet these people. All these people that are in the bundle, almost all of them have amazing healing journey, and they tell the health challenges that they had before and how they have overcome them using organic, well, not necessarily organic, I'm organic, but vegan, healthy, whole foods. Yeah. So I do recommend that you do all organic. My recipe doesn't say organic in front of every ingredient, because that would be redundant. But you attend my cooking classes and you watch my videos, I do advocate for organic all the time. Now, I don't know, there may be some new people that are watching this video. Maybe you don't know me, but I have been teaching cooking classes for 28 years. And the classes are vegan, whole food, healthy recipes based in macrobiotic principles. So I incorporate the seasons, cooking for the seasons, incorporate the energy of the food. In fact, there's some real standard macrobiotic recipes in my new sea vegetable cookbook, such as Canton. Canton is made with agar flakes, and it usually has fruit in it. In fact, I just made a batch of pear blueberry Canton. It's still in the pot. I haven't put it in the dishes yet. Now, this is an older one that I had prepared before, but this is what Canton looks like. It firms up like Jell-O. Okay. And so that's a standard macrobiotic recipe, Canton with fruit. Another one that's in my cookbook is Aramean corn. A lot of people make the Aramean corn dish, and I've just got my own unique twist on it. But you'll find this in most macrobiotic books. Miso soup. I've got my miso soup recipe in the cookbook. Of course, with my own special unique flair to it. Brown rice nori rolls. That's in the sea vegetable cookbook. And this new nori roll that I created, it's more like a snack. It's smaller, and the filling is millet and tempeh, and it comes with a tofu sauce wrapped in the sea vegetable nori. So it's kind of different. That's in the cookbook too. I just made this yesterday. Burdock brown rice wakame dish. So featuring the root vegetable burdock, one of my favorites. It has squash and carrots in it, and it also has fresh grated turmeric in it. And then we have the desserts that are in the new sea vegetable cookbook. I have this peanut butter dulce hiking treat. I call it a hiking treat because once they're made, I put them in a little baggie. I can throw them in my backpack and go hiking with them. This is peanut butter mousse. I created this recipe about over 20 years ago. I've never had it in a cookbook before, though. but it's thick, it's creamy. In fact, the consistency of this is so wonderful. I was thinking the other day, you could use this as a frosting. You could use this one as a frosting. Chocolate chip cookies with nori, sea vegetable nori. These are soft like brownies. Those are some of the recipes that are in the cookbook. I also have vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, and then I have the two of them swirled together, which I love doing. And so let's check the muffins. Let's see what time we got. 2.5 minutes until it's time to check the muffins. So yeah, if you missed it earlier, make sure you go back and watch the replay of this so that you see me making the pumpkin pear dulce muffins with jam in the middle. So they have the sea vegetable dulce in these muffins. And so, yeah, make sure you do that. And if you have any questions for me, you can put them in the chat. If you are watching the replay, you can comment on this video. I will see your comments and I will answer your comments, just so you know. If you have any questions about sea vegetables, go ahead and ask away. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you could hit that like button and just say hello, that would really help because those are called algorithms. And if nobody interacts with the video, then guess what? Nobody sees it. I always use the analogy, posting things for your business on Facebook is like yelling in the middle of the woods because no one hears you. Facebook has a tendency to hide the posts from your friends and the posts that are from small businesses and show you things in your feed that you are completely useless and you really don't want to see. Like, we suggest you follow this person. We suggest you follow this person. Oh, do you want to buy this? It's called an ad. I don't know what in the world's happened to Facebook, but it's like, I believe it's AI. AI has taken over and everybody keeps commenting. And I myself have noticed that in the feeds, all you're getting is, we suggest you follow this person. We suggest you follow this person. And then I talk to some of my friends and I tell them about the 2025 vegan health bundle. And I say, I've been posting about it all week. Multiple posts on my personal Facebook and my business Facebook. And they say, really, Val, I didn't see anything about it. So again, posting on Facebook is like yelling in the wind and nobody hears you. So any interaction that you can do on this video is so greatly appreciated. Hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a comment, ask a question, anything would be wonderful. So we have, it's almost time to check the muffins. Almost. We got a few seconds left. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. We're going to check the muffins. Yep, there's the timer right there. Okay. Muffins are coming out of the oven. It smells amazing in my kitchen, by the way, with these muffins baking. All right, so what I usually do is I usually take out the smallest thing first. Remember that little dough that was left over? We had a little bit of dough, so I created a little muffin. And let's just look at it. All right. I'm probably going to end up squishing this because I'm just testing it to make sure that it's done. Let's cut it open and see. See, it looks a little doughy in the middle. It looks a little doughy in the middle, but it looks beautiful. I think it needs a few more minutes. Okay. I'm going to stick it in there for a few more minutes. Let me check this one here. The cute little heart-shaped muffins. This is really cool because you can look on the bottom and you can see if they're brown. Yeah, I think we need 5 more minutes. I'm thinking we need a little more time. So, when you're baking at home and you're following a recipe and everything, you always want to do things like that. Check to see if they're done, so you know whether or not you need to put them back in the oven or not. I think they need 5 more minutes, but that oven is pretty darn hot standing next to it. So let's move back over here by the countertop where it isn't so hot. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. So, if you get an opportunity to purchase the bundle, that would be great. All of the things that are in the bundle, all of the people that have contributed, like myself, we all have websites. We all have Facebook pages and Instagram pages and YouTube channels. Maybe not all of us, but most of us. So make sure that when you look at the different items in the bundle, that you find the different social media and the different ways that you can follow all of us. Now, my website is macroval.com, and you can go on there and sign up for my newsletter. And every month I post a recipe of the month. So make sure that you check out my website too. While we're waiting for those muffins to be done, this is my website. So if you click on the website, right here is the link to purchase the bundle. It's right there on the homepage. See, it couldn't be simpler. I also have cooking classes. I teach cooking classes on a regular basis. Let's click over here and see the cooking class page. Coming up this Wednesday, March 12th, I'm going to teach you how to make that nori snack roll-up with the tofu dipping sauce. But I'm also going to teach you how to make a roll-up on a tortilla using the same ingredients. Because some people think the nori is a little too strong tasting. And then I'm going to make a Amazaki blonde brownie, a dessert. That's an in-person cooking class or a virtual cooking class, but this class is longer. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. because we're making a whole meal. If you live in Michigan, you can attend in person and we get to eat the food. If you attend virtually, I send you the recipes ahead of time and you can cook along with me. And then on Thursday, March 27th, this is just a virtual class. This is not in person. It's from 6 to 7:30. This is an hour and a half. And I'm covering the natural sweetener Amazaki. Although we are not making Amazaki from scratch. I'm sorry, that would take too long to do in the cooking class. I will tell you how it's made, so you can try making it at home if you want. But I'm going to teach you recipes using Amazaki, okay? Because I want you to get this natural sweetener made from fermented brown rice, because it's not going to spike your blood sugar level. I love Amazaki. So that's what I have upcoming cooking classes. Now, let's go back to the home page on my website, scroll down here, and it says sign up for Macroval's newsletter. Put your name and your email there, and you'll get notified about everything that I offer. We have recipe of the month right here. I still have February. I haven't got March up there yet, but February's was lotus root ume vinegar pickles, which I made a batch of this. I'm almost out. I need to make another batch. But this is a really good naturally fermented pickle made with lotus root. I love lotus root. Here is the archive of recipes of the month. I have my soft ginger cookie with frosting, pumpkin hot chocolate, fig pumpkin oat breakfast cookie. I've been making this breakfast cookie for about 15 years. It's one of everybody's favorite. Boiled vegetables and sweet potato. Oh, boiled squash and sweet potato. I'm sorry, with tofu sauce. Love that one. Buckwheat pancakes, fresh blueberry syrup. I love blueberries. Blueberry pie for July. I have to remember whenever July rolls around, because that's when my birthday is. And blueberry pie is my favorite. So every month in July, when I share a recipe, I always want to share my favorite recipe, which is blueberry pie. But I already shared it last year. Here's the recipe. So if you get a chance, go to my website, macroval.com, and check out my recipe of the month, right? And let's see, I'm going to stop screen sharing now. We're waiting just a few more minutes. Almost. Those muffins are almost done. And I shared with you all about the 2025 vegan health bundle. I pulled up the website and showed you what it looked like. You only have until March 10th to purchase this bundle. Make sure you get an opportunity. It's over $5,500 worth of merchandise for only $49. There's over 81 contributions in the bundle. Hold on. Timer's going off. All right. The muffins should be done now. Let's pull them out of the oven. Here we go. All right, there's the cute little heart-shaped ones. We have the round ones. And then we have the extra little dough ones, because that was extra left over. They have the one that I'm going to be digging in later, the nice big one. Remember, I made a big one left over the dough. Now, I'm not going to try and get them out of the muffin pan right now because they're boiling hot. They just came out of the oven. And a lot of times with muffins, if you try and get them out of the pan where they're still ridiculously hot, they're going to fall apart. So I usually let my muffins cool in the pan before I take them out. But can you see the jam in the middle of the muffin? So I used a cranberry jam, one of my homemade cranberry jams. Right? And these are pumpkin pear dulce muffins. And these are cute little heart-shaped muffins with this heart-shaped pan that my mom gave me for Valentine's Day as a gift. And tomorrow, March 9th, is my mom's birthday. So I made these muffins actually for her. I'm going to give her these heart-shaped muffins as part of her gift. And so, yeah, we're going to get together tomorrow, and that's going to be part of her gift. So thank you, everybody, for watching my live video today. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you give it a like. Give me a comment, ask a question. Make sure you click on that link to go check out the bundle. It's in the description of this video. It's on the homepage of my website. You really will not be disappointed in the bundle. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying all of the wonderful things that are in the bundle. And Patty says, happy birthday, Frances. That's my mom's name. Thank you, Patty. Greatly appreciate it. All right. Time for me to go. And I have to wait until those muffins are cool before I start eating them. Otherwise, I'm going to burn my tongue on that hot jam. Right? So if you make this recipe, don't burn your tongue in that hot jam, even though it smells amazing and I can't wait to dig in. I have to wait for them to cool. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. And for now, get in the kitchen and cook.